You're watching it on replay, and I just want to thank you for joining me this afternoon. And hello, everyone. This is Kathy from Chalking with Kathy, and today I'm going to be playing with some book stacks. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but they are quite popular and quite trendy these days. I see them all over Pinterest, everywhere. So if you're just joining me, come along, have some fun, grab a beverage of your choice. We're going to play with these for a little while. First of all, my books are stuck together, goodness, which isn't a problem because we're just going to be using the spines on two of them. The top one we're going to chalk. I'm running out of room here. Let me see. Okay, this book is going to be our top book. I bought these at Dollar Tree for, of course, the dollar, and they have all kinds of them there. You just look to see which ones are kind of thick in the spine here, where you can actually put a transfer on and then paste it so that you can see the words. On these, I'm going to do some transfers that I've had laying around here for a while because the words are small enough. Some of our transfers, you can't find them quite small enough. So the first thing I'm going to do is I picked out this transfer, Your Life is Your Story, Write Well, Edit Often. And I'm going to use some of these little wilderness or transfers that I have because they have cute little sayings like adventure, let's go explore, let's say yes to new adventures, wonder. I think these are some little sayings that could go on the sides of the other books that kind of describe how your life could be, your story, edit it, whatever. So basically, first thing you want to do is paint this with the paint of your choice. You can use acrylic, you can use chalk paint, you can use, basically this is wall paint from the hardware store. This is the color my bedroom used to be. So it's called Beach Fog, I think. I can't remember even these to this day. But it's kind of a blue-gray color, and it's real pretty, and I like it a lot. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is fuzz this. And this, even though this is an older transfer, I want to fuzz it because this paint's still a little bit tacky, even though it's been almost a week. Sometimes that happens, that paint still, latex paint sometimes still sticks to itself. So if you're coming in, say hi and tell me, since we're working with books today, what is your favorite book of all times? So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to have this like this. So it's on the shelf. I think I want the words to be like this because I'm going to put a ribbon across there. Maybe down just a little bit further. Let me see. This is really going to stick to this, isn't it? I probably should have waxed it. If your books are real tacky, in order for you not to pull up part of the paint whenever you pull your transfer up, you might want to wax it. Just use a wax that you would use on furniture, such as I use Johnson's Men Wax. I don't see it here right now. Johnson's Men Wax Furniture Wax, the same stuff that I use on the furniture that we refurnish around here. And it's what I use. Maybe I'll just put this on straight instead of catty corner like I'm always doing. You know what? Let's do it this way. Put it down lightly. And then I think what I'll do is put this arrow this way. We'll see what happens. But tell me your all-time favorite book today, since we're working with books. And if you're a book lover and you hate to see books used in crafts, I just like to tell you that these books are still readable. There's nothing wrong with them. I've just painted the covers and decorating them a little bit, and we can still read them. I agree. Books are awesome and should be taken good care of. I get my books like at Dollar Tree when the library's selling them. They sell them for like $0.25 a piece when they have their annual sales every year. And I pick up quite a few to use in crafts, and a lot of times the books are so damaged that they're just not usable, readable anymore. They've got pages out of them and sections out of them, and so you just have to work with them however you can. So it's sad, but that does happen at the library. Let's see. I don't think I was very prepared today. Just a second here. I need my water bottle and I need my wipes. Gosh, I think I'd never done this before. Okay, this is black chalk paste, and I'm stirring it up here because I'm going to be using it on all of them today, I think. And it's kind of thick, so I'm just going to squirt some water in there and start stirring it up real good with our little stir sticks. I'm just about out of this jar, but I've had it forever. Stuff lasts forever and ever and ever and ever. So, and you want it to be kind of creamy, which is still kind of thick. I guess with it getting as low as it has, it's thickened up quite a bit. So, one of the first things I wanted to tell you was our transfers are sticky backed. They're reusable. You can use them 8 to 12 times. They are silk screen. The negative areas here that you see are silk screen, and that's what makes them so nice and make such clear and perfect images every time. With these little transfers, you can do a Pinterest project and have no fail, like I do most of the time when I'm not using Chalk Couture. I mean, how many times have you done a Pinterest project and oh my, doesn't look anything like the picture did. Okay, put some chalk on here, just squeegee it on. This is a little squeegee that I've cut in half just for small transfers that I have. Makes it much easier to do. And then we're just going to grab the transfer by the corner here, work to the center, and pull it up slowly. And there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Your life is your story. Write well, edit often. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and do this arrow because I'm going to dry this with a heat gun here in a minute, simply because I don't want to get my hands in it. And I may have got this on my book. Just a little bit. All right, let's take this one off. I did get some on my book. Well, I'll show you how to take that off. Okay. Simply take a Clorox wipe or a disinfectant wipe. Mine are not Clorox, they're Walmart brand, I think. It doesn't matter what they are. And it'll clean it right off. And if you have it on your fingers, you're going to get it all over. Black seems to be very contagious and goes everywhere, it seems like. I think my camera moved on me. There we go. Okay. So that's the start of it. I'm going to take a heat gun and dry it. all dry. Now then, what I'm going to do is stand it up on end, and I like Say Yes to the Adventure. So we're going to fuzz it. And then I'm going to see how this fits on here. Say yes to. It might be that part of the little fuzz, the little swirly thing goes off, but I think it'll be fine. And we get that with the squeegee. I'm sorry, I get real quiet when I'm trying to concentrate, because I'm always messing up, it seems like. But with Chalk Couture, as you can see, even if you make a mistake, it's very easy to fix. And we're going to pull it up, say yes to new, and let's put adventure right here. Or adventures it is. And I just got my thumb in it again. Okay. Chalk Couture is a fairly new company. It's only a couple of years old, but most people haven't heard of it yet. And it's a trendy home decor company using chalk pastes and inks on all different kinds of surfaces. You can use whatever surface you like, whether you want to use one of our surfaces, which are very, very trendy, gorgeous surfaces, or you can use one of your own surfaces that you have laying around the house. I do both, and I also pick up stuff at thrift stores to use for mine. And I love it because it's so easy to work with. Alright, now I'm going to dry this one too so I don't get my fingers in it, because I'm notorious for being a hot mess when it comes to doing stuff. And okay, that should be enough for that. And I'm going to set that one aside for a few minutes. And now we're going to move on to one of the others. And we're just going to do the spines on these because they're going to be stacked up on top of each other. So let's do Wonder. Let's see what we can come up with here on Wonder. When you if you decide to do book stacks, when you're going through the catalog, look for the smaller printed transfers. We have these little minis that the words on them fit pretty well on here. You may have to position them a little differently, but they do pretty good as far as being about the right size. Alright, I'm just going to do the word wonder. I'm not going to do the little mountains. And very carefully chalk this. Okay. The chalk paste is water soluble. It is semi-permanent in the fact that If you want to take it off, you simply just wash it off with water. And you can redo whatever you've done with something new. Like if you do use one of our chalkboards or even a chalkboard of your own, you want to wax. If you use a chalkboard of your own, you want to wax it first, and then let's do something on here. Let's see. Let's do a little flower maybe, so it's not so plain. And although I'm doing this all in black, I think it'll be fine, because just to add a little something special to it. Anyway, our chalk paste is water soluble, removable with water. You can put it on any chalkboard. If it's not one of our chalkboards, you want to be sure and wax it first with the wax, like I said earlier. And then you can simply wash it off when you're done and put a new transfer on there and make a whole new image. That book looks a little bit worse for the wear on the edges, but that's okay. All right, let's see. I've got Wonder and I've got Let's Go Explore. Let's do that one. See how it'll turn out. Okay. I have a VIP group. It's Chalking with Kathy. And if you'd like to see more videos and tips and ideas and sales and things that I have going on there, have fun in that group. Changing it up a bit right now, but I think everybody's going to enjoy it. Come on over and join us. I'm going to put Explore here. And I think I'm going to use this little one here. This is our multi-purpose tool, and it works really well for getting these little small areas on these little tiny transfers when you're working in an area like this. Otherwise, if they're on a regular area, I just don't have any trouble with it. These pair really well with our chalkable chips. You can make magnets out of them, and Christmas decoration. You can do all kinds of things with it. They turn out really cute. Okay, now let's go. We'll go right here. Put Let's Go and pray I don't get my hand in the middle of that chalk right there, because I didn't draw it. Okay. And you see what I did there? I accidentally got this on here, so what we're going to do is just wipe it off, really. See that? Oops. And it cleans up so easily. Look at that. So easily. If that were something else, such as paint or that, you would not get that cleaned up that easily. Okie doke. So now we have our books. Let's stack them up. This is your top. I don't have it turned right. I've got so much stuff on this desk right now. Let's see if I can move some of it. This is your top. And these are your sides. And now then, if you wanted to, and you didn't want to change these around, and you knew you wanted them to stay the same, you could actually glue these together with a little bit of E6000, or you can glue them together with hot glue. Basically, what I'm going to do today is just tie them with a ribbon. So I have some burlap wired ribbon here, and put some under the books themselves. Okay. Just going to cut this off right here. And basically, I'm just going to tie them together. With a knot. And since it's wired ribbon, you can let me cut the ends first and put a V in them. You can shape these however you'd like them to be. I like mine a little fluffy and kind of pretty, so I think I want a little shorter. Cut them to the length you want. Okay, now then, a lot of them that you see on Pinterest and about have some pretty little flowers on them. So let's see what we'd like to do here. So I have like a cabbage rose and some, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody else knows. Maybe you can tell us if you know what it is. Maybe it doesn't need to be that long. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to cut my leaves. And we'll hot glue these on here in a second. I need to cut this off of the back of the flower. With some wire cutters, I'm just cutting this wire piece. These wire cutters are not very good today. Let me see if I got a different pair here. The joy of crafting live, you honestly run into some troubles every once in a while. Oh my goodness, this is a strong wire. There we go. Okay. So, and then we have a cabbage rose that we can put right in the center. I don't know if we'll use these. I think they add to it, so I probably will. I think I'll cut it apart right there. And let's cut this one apart about there also. Okay, so I have my glue gun heated up, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of it. Since I've already placed it, I know where I want it. And I'm going to glue it so that my words aren't hidden. And I'm going to put one of these here. Ow, it's a hot glue gun. How many times have you burnt your finger on a hot glue gun? I do it regularly. Just part of the process. Okay, and now then I'm just going to put this one on there. I see a couple of little threads here. And there you go. That's our book stacks. One of them. You can do these in all sorts of ways. I've got a couple more here I thought I'd do for you while I'm at it. You also can distress these, which the paint is coming off of these, and I actually was going to distress this a little bit more than I did, but goodness, this glue is unraveling right here before my eyes. Goodness, stuck all over it. So anyway, there's the book stack, the first one. I love it. What do you think? All about your life, traveling, adventure, a lot of fun. So I'm going to set these aside, and I have another one. This is just going to be a single book. You could do this, lay it on top of your book stacks. You could change it out and use it that way, whatever you'd like to do. This one, goodness gracious. I had a piece of glue there that didn't want to stop. Is this the right book? No, it's this one. Okay, that was the right book. When I was into stamping, etc., I actually stamped the spines of some books, and this already has some lettering and such on it. So I thought this would be really cute for the Paris design. You may have watched me do this the other day. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to be doing it, but I have some ideas. So let's see how it turns out. I'm going to take the Paris transfer, and first I'm going to fuzz it with the book so we can do that. What do you think? They're going to be doing some book stacks of your own? I love them. I think they add so much to your decor. Very, very, very pretty. And easy to do, as you can see. Real simple. I mean, what, in about 20 minutes we had a set that's ready to go on the shelf. These would make really nice gifts too for family, friends, Christmas, birthdays. Just think of making sets to set on as decor at weddings. Oh, I think you could really come up with some cute stuff for those. All right. Okay. So let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the Eiffel Tower on here first. Try to center it as much as possible. Okay. I'm just going to do the Eiffel Tower. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool, and I'm going to use Glimmer Gold because I think it's very pretty. Really like it. This is a new chalk paste. It's glittery metallic gold chalk paste. So pretty, and when it's on something, it really is gorgeous. So basically I'm going to just take the Glimmer Gold and go over the Eiffel Tower. I'm not going to put it anywhere else. I don't really want to use the rest of it, I don't think. We'll see. I do have a habit of changing my mind, as a lot of people can tell you, especially when I'm crafting. I try something and go, I think I'll do something a little different here. You're probably the same way if you craft very much. How many of you been to Paris? I have a sister that lives in France. She's been to Paris several times, of course. I never have. I would love to go, but not much for flying. That's sad. So I'm not sure I'll ever make it to Paris, but it would be fun to go see. It's on my to-do list should I ever eventually start flying. Okay, let's just, you know what, I'm going to lift this a little as we go just so it doesn't dry. Oh, it's looking really cool. And just keep, if you have a transfer that's taking you a little while to do, the paste dries very quickly, so as you're doing it, you just lift it up and it will not dry on the transfer, and then pull up whenever you go to take it off. Looking good. Let's see, and another thing is, you can see where you may have missed just a little spot, so you can go back and fill it in. Now, I don't think I'm going to do any of this stuff down here and go, yeah, why not? No, I don't want to do that in gold because I'm doing something else. Okay, so basically that's it. I think I missed a spot right here though. So let's get it. And that's part of it right there. Okay, let's take it off. And we have the Eiffel Tower. You know what? I am going to do some more of that. Simply because it looks a little uneven. Okie doke. It's not perfect, but it'll be fine because of what we're going to do over the top of it. I'll leave my transfer here for a minute. Let's dry it. Maybe just a little bit more. Now, the reason I didn't do the base across there is because I'm going to put the word Paris across there, and I think it's going to cover all of that up. We'll see how it turns out. But there is just a little bit here that I'd like to wipe off, just a tad. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but and we have a flaw in the book. That's the fun of crafting, especially whenever you pick up stuff at the, these are thrift store books that I picked up for a dime. Sometimes you just get really good bargains like that. Yeah, that's going to cover that right up where I didn't need to even worry about it. Okay, and now I'm going to use the black again. And here I'm just going to do Paris. Right over the Eiffel Tower bit. And pull it up slowly. And there you go, Paris. Now you can go ahead and add more if there's something else you'd like to add to it. I personally like it the way it is. I am going to dry it because I will get my fingers in it for sure. Okay. And that's Paris. Now this could be on the top of a stack of books. It could stand alone because this is an older book that I had stamped at one time. This is painted with chalk paint, so it's a rougher paint. It's my own formula for chalk paint that I use whenever I don't have any on hand. It distresses easily, so you can actually distress this book if you wanted to, just with a wet rag. Just kind of go over it. And or you can use sandpaper and distress it, or you can use inks and distress it, however you want to do it. But this book would look really cool distressed, I think. And it's older, you can tell it's got the yellowing of the pages and that. So, but a fun book to have on your shelf. So that's Paris. Now we're going to do another one that I think is really cute, or we'll find out how cute it is. And my yellow's just a little bit dry, so I'm going to stir it up because I'm going to do the bee. Be happy. Or we could do Queen Bee. What do you think? Which one do you think would be the cutest? Okay, let's spritz this a little bit. I'm not even sure I want the yellow, maybe just the black. You know what? I think I'd rather have the gold. Let's do the gold, yeah. Yellow's kind of blah after what we've been working with. So what I thought we'd do is put the beehive, the honeycomb section on that side. This is another old one that I had done a long time ago. It's been painted with chalk paint, and as you can see, it's been distressed. So it's got a little different look to it, but we're going to play with one here and see how it turns out. I like to just play with stuff and see what I can come up with. So let's use the, I would say this is honeycomb transfer. And let's fuzz it. Put it on, let's put it on the side here, right along here. Or we could do it. No, let's do it this way. Let's not get fancy. So I really haven't thought this out very well, and definitely don't want to mess on my hands to clean up on live. It's always embarrassing when you make big mistakes like that. Okay, let's go with gold. And I'm just going to squeegee it on. It's very simple to do. Put some paste on, squeegee it on. All the way down. Goes on quickly and easily. And it's actually, this is, you know, crafting. I don't know what crafting is for you, but for me, it's such a stress reliever. I don't care how my day's gone. If I sit down and play with something, and Chalk Couture, especially because it's so easy to do it, you just kind of play with it, and it goes on nice and easy. If you make a mistake, you just kind of wash it off, and you've got a project done in no time. And at the end of the day, no matter how bad your day was, you've got something really pretty to be happy and be proud of when you get done. So it's for me, it's a mood elevator, and it's a stress reliever, and I love doing it. And there you go. There's your distressed honeycomb. Love it. I love it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's dry it. And I apologize for the drying, but in order to get them done, this book's upside down. But as you can see, the book's not harmed in any way. I've just painted the cover. You can read it if you'd like. I don't even remember which one this one is. It's a Robert Parker book, Thin Air. I've probably read it a couple times. Okay, now I'm going to add the bee. So let's buzz it. I have so little room on this desk. Jostling things around from here to there and back again. Looks like a hot mess, don't it? Can you guys still see? Okay. Alrighty, now then, let's put this on here. And I think we'll put it at this angle right here. Okay, and I'm going to use black again. Seems to be the color of choice today. For these books anyway. But that's the colors I use in my living room, and these are where these books will be displayed as living room, family room. I use a lot of black. So I'm going to put the bee here kind of over the honeycomb a little bit. Put the chalk on. Squeegee it off. Put the excess back in the pot because you use it for the next project you do. Whatever that may be. And look, let me pull this off first. You've got your bee. And I have to get this off my finger before I get this all over and have to clean it up. Because like I said, I'm a hot mess when it comes to crafting. It's just the way it is. Let me get done here. All right, so there's the bee. Let me dry it. And I think I'm going to use queen bee here. Yeah. And use Be Happy on the side. You don't have to use ribbon to tie these together. Like I said, you can use some E6000 glue and glue them together. Or you can tie them with the ribbons or twine or, excuse me, whatever it is you have on hand that you like to use in your decor. I use lots of twine, lots of ribbon. I even use raffia a lot of times, especially in the fall. I'll be doing some fall ones for fall and Halloween because we got some really cute Halloween minis that's my order should be coming in soon, so you know, a couple of days. Watch for it. I'm going to unbox the new fall Christmas transfers that I got this past week. I'm so excited. I can't hardly wait for them to get here. And the surfaces, oh my gosh, you guys are not going to believe the surfaces that they've come up with. Now look at that. I love it. Queen bee. Gonna dry that. And then on the side, I think I'll actually, oops, I forgot this, okay. All right, let me put this here first. Forgot about the crown. You know, if you're a queen bee, you got a crown. That's for sure. Make sure I'm in the camera light. Okay. I know this was kind of a long one today, but I wanted to show you the different ways you can do book stacks because, like I said, they are so popular these days that I'm seeing them everywhere. And to be quite honest, I totally fell in love with them. I'm having a class this Friday. If you're in the Myrtle Beach area, we're doing book stacks. Just DM me and I'll get you hooked up to come. We're going to have a lot of fun with them. There's the crown. Okay, and then I'm going to put on the side here Be Happy to go with our queen bee. And I think, all right, here we go. It fits really nice on this. You know what? Let's do another crown. Let's put it right here at the top. Okay. See how distressed it looks? It's so old and distressed and vintage looking. That's my kind of stuff. I love it. Love it to look like it's been hanging around for years and years and years. And this part I'm going to make black. You could make it gold too. A lot of books, you know, the spine is the same color. All the words and everything. Okay. Be happy. I don't think I had that down very well because it bled a little bit under there. So, probably going to wash that off. Let me see. Is that dry there? Whoops. Get another one. Black is like charcoal. It just spreads and spreads and spreads when I'm using it. And if I get it on my fingers, I get it everywhere. Then I don't want it. I'm just going to take the bee off too. This book is concave. It has a ridge. It goes down and it has another ridge, and I think that's part of why it didn't lay down there very well. So let's clean that transfer. I'm not going to be able to put it back on because the transfer will be wet, but I'll show you how to clean a transfer. I'm just going to make this wet so it doesn't stick to my surface. That. Just use a board eraser, which I don't have one here right now. No, it's in the kitchen where I clean all my transfers when I get done with these projects. Basically, as you can see, black is very, being a nurse, I call it contagious. Because it spreads like wildfire. All right, it will stain the transfer, but it doesn't hurt it. It's reusable. And then you just wash the back off. And basically, I want this to dry before I put it back on there, so I'm not going to put the Be Happy on tonight, but I was able to show you all the different ways you can do some book stacks and have some fun with it. Just collect what you got laying around as far as your transfers go, and use all the small bits and pieces. There's Queen Bee, which I think turned out really cute. It's Paris, which is cute. And here's Your Life, Your Story, which I love, with the flower and everything, and all of the yes. Say yes to adventures, wonder, and let's go explore. Very, very cute. I love them all. And they're going to look nice in my living room. So that's it for tonight. I think I forgot to tell you that this is Kathy from Vintage Paint and More. You can find me on Facebook. I also have a blog that I write, vintagepaintandmore.com. And if you'd like to join my VIP group, Chalking with Kathy, you can find that on Facebook also, Chalking with Kathy. We'd love to have you over there. Have lots of fun. And there's lots of goodies over there. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. And catch you on the flip side. Bye.